with a dad bod god. Just kind of like
the blood fighter Alex Cologne, and you.
Hey, this is Billy Starks.
Everybody, it's the epitome of style with the smile, the human hype machine, and co-host of Oh You Didn't Know, Ryan Katz. And
Well, this is your boy OG Kevin Gill from the legendary and revolutionary Game Changer Wrestling crew. You were watching Drinking at Moe's. Drink it.
All right, everybody, Big Mo here. Wanted to take a little break to welcome the sponsor, Reaper Apparel. They want to encourage everybody to break the mold, live your best life, live your best self, just break out of that comfort zone. Use code DRINKIN when you go place your order to get 10% off. Some great quality stuff, great quality people. Glad to be a part of the team. Let's fucking go.
All right, everybody, welcome to Drinking Mo's My 2 cents. Drinking some Spotted Cow beer here. Got it on my trip up to Green Bay for the Packer game. Wish that game would have gone, in the Packers' favor, but hey, they made a game of it. They were ahead for the most part, and I got to share the whole experience with my dad, so wasn't a total loss. Anyways, the news has come out. Well, it's not really being confirmed yet anywhere, but the word going around is that WWE has been sold. It has been a wild ride recently for WWE. Vince McMahon came back, kind of forced his way in there. Then you have his daughter, Stephanie McMahon, resigning as CEO and from the board of directors. And now word has come around that WWE is in line to get sold. And if word going around is to be believed, is WWE has been sold to Saudi Arabia in their private investment fund, whatever the hell. Anyways, if word on that is to believe, you could see potentially some superstars there wanting to get out of contracts because there's been so many, notably, that have refused to be a part of the Saudi Arabia shows. And the grounds that they have on that, you never know, could end up resulting in difficulties with TV rights deals and contracts being renewed for TV shows and all that. By no means is this a confirmation of any stories. It's been all over wrestling social media, and as far as my 2 cents on this, as the name of this segment goes, I would personally hope that this isn't true, that it's getting sold to Saudi Arabia, because all the controversy that would bring with treatment of women and other scandals that Saudi Arabia has been involved in. And then you bring in word going around that if Saudi Arabia were to be the buyer, that Vince McMahon would be getting put back in charge. And you go into, all the people that have been brought back, Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, the Good Brothers, the OC, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson, and Bronson Reed just coming back. And, what would that mean for them? Because, all that time getting spent away in Triple H being put in charge of creative, and then all of a sudden he's out just like that. What would it mean for them? Or are we going to see people wanting out of their contracts? And as I said, I'm hoping that none of this is true and it's going to end up getting sold to shit. I'd rather WWE get sold to Disney than Saudi Arabia, because good Lord, all this stuff, all the channels that Disney has, and the long-term storytelling that Disney knows how to do, I can see them, as weird as it might seem, for WWE to be under the Disney umbrella, to think of it in the way that, WWE can be put in with ESPN Plus and all the UFC stuff. It's in that aspect, it seems like, hey, not so far-fetched. And in the end, I just want the people that have returned recently, especially in the last month, really, I want them to be dealt with right. I don't want, Vince gets put in charge of creative and then he just scraps everything, which I think that is the worst nightmare of a lot of people. And a lot of people are already talking about, do I give up Royal Rumble tickets? Do I give up WrestleMania tickets? Because it is, if the Saudi Arabia scenario plays out, a very nightmare scenario for a lot of people. I would encourage people to hold off on, for the lack of a better term, panicking about it right now. If the Saudi Arabia scenario ends up being proven correct, then, deal with it how you may. If that means not using Royal Rumble tickets, WrestleMania, whatever it might be, that is your right. That is your right to deal with that scenario how you see fit. I personally, as much as there's that moral ambiguity, whatever the hell, I would find it hard to give up an opportunity like going to WrestleMania just because of this happening right now. You know what? Use it. Have that once in a lifetime opportunity for many. Enjoy yourself. And then, you know what? Go about it. Anyways, like I said, I just want the people that came back to be done right, to be not just forgotten about. But anyways, that is all I have for this episode. I have, like I said, recently surpassed 100 subscribers on YouTube. So again, thank you to everybody that has subscribed already. If you haven't subscribed, turn on the notifications, because I'm pumping out content once, twice a week at least, sometimes more. I got an extra episode that I am looking to put out of the interviews here once my voting on Facebook and Twitter ends up closing down. So be on the lookout for that. Vote on Twitter, vote on my Drinkin at Most Facebook, and let's have a good rest of the week. Let's fucking go.